Welcome back, 65 episode. Jake over here.
Me.
Zach Fisher replacement, Vincent.
Chimpson, Massimi.
Cratescent, better known in Slack.
Cratescent in the spin warehouse.
Yeah. Team lead, not really.
Shift lead.
Team lead.
We got shift lead guy.
Guy
Kai swap.
Kai Swap.
Kai Swap.
Kai Swap.
Kai Sanat. Is it a play on that?
Okay, yeah.
No. Don't even spell it the same way.
No, dude.
No.
Sick.
I can't even be like that. Anyways.
He's annoying anyways.
Tell us about yourself, Vincent. Where are you coming from?
What's your day like?
What's my day like?
Christmas Adam today.
What?
It's Christmas Adam.
Oh, yeah.
Adam came before Eve. Christmas Eve's tomorrow.
Oh, such a good one, Jake.
It's not a joke. It's actually Christmas Adam.
No, average day, work at Spin, and do nothing.
You worked today?
You did?
No.
I was going to say, I worked.
No.
I was the only one that worked.
I don't know.
Actually, not true.
Did
Caleb worked.
the homie Caleb.
Yeah, Spin sucks. Fuck Spin. If you're listening,
I knew you. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't want to bring it
Don't
up.
cut it out. No, I'm pissed. I'm gonna say
Dude.
I'm gonna say some shit. I mean,
All right.
to the
Sound
man
off, man.
himself. Yeah, I got written up. That's why I'm pissed for some bullshit.
Sure you didn't sign
It's a
a
long time coming.
NDA about not talking about Spin right up? Sorry.
I mean, if I did fucking fire me, I'm already 1/3 there. So who gives a shit?
1/3 of the way there, baby.
I'll get my severance on full time. So
Why did you get written up, Jake? What happened?
I spent too much time at the warehouse.
Do you feel this was needed?
No,
Justified.
my production speaks for its fucking self. If I spend 2 hours at the warehouse, who gives a shit?
Why don't
Can't argue with
Why don't
that.
we take it up with the drivers union?
Yeah.
I wish
You
there
got
was a
You
union.
got a whole cult following.
Can we
man.
even unionize?
I think we're considered drivers, which is underneath. They have a union. What's
Well,
it
no,
called?
like in Utah, can we unionize in Utah? Because it's like right to
I
work
don't-
state or whatever the fuck.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
All I know is that if they fire one of us, all of us are gone. So.
Right.
I don't know how that shit works. All I know is that like, there's different unions. Like electrical company is like IBEU, and then drivers is their own. We have one.
Because
Well,
UPS and stuff.
yeah.
FedEx, I think.
Here's the thing. I mean, are we considered that? Because I feel like maybe because of our job, usually the drivers union are people that have like, what's it called? You know, they got to do that driving test to get the specific license.
Oh, like a CDL.
The CDL, yeah. We don't have to do that, so I don't know if we'd be a part of it.
That's true.
Good question. Good thing to search up later.
True.
Maybe we unionize and just
I mean, we're already unionized, but we don't have the
Yeah,
strike
we're
money.
just, like,
but,
officially
I mean, Are they
unionized.
really just going to let all their employees go?
apparently.
Blue Crew.
Just
Yeah, dude, get a bunch of meth heads in
Yeah.
there, stock that shit up.
Gosh.
Legitimately, I'm not even saying that out of pocket.
No.
It's documented, well documented.
Very well documented.
I could post the warehouse footage and you would know immediately. But enough with the spin slander, I suppose.
No.
Pretty much we have one topic written down out of 4 that is not a would you rather question. Should we hit it first?
It's up to you, man. You guys, this is your guys' thing.
I say let's do it. We got the Mazda dealership scandal.
This is a scandal.
So what's that about, Chimpson?
So, for those who don't know, I used to work at a Mazda dealership, one that is going very viral right now,
Viable.
for having a Subaru drive right through the front of the dealership. And
It was like head on too. He didn't back it in.
Straight through the front
I mean,
doors.
right. The front door's got a runway right through it,
Right through the receptionist
right
desk.
through the reception desk and everything. And it did thousands of dollars of damage, and they're still fixing it. And I mean, basically, the whole story is guy came in, took a test drive, was smoking on him or something, and he decided to buy it anyway. He walked out of there a couple hours later. He
The
comes
car was
back.
smoking?
Car was smoking him on the test drive. But he decided to buy it anyway. He thought maybe he could fix it. Maybe
that
he
changes
could.
it. I didn't know that.
Maybe he could. Yeah.
Why the fuck would you buy it if
That
it
is
was
a
smoking?
Very good question. But he took it, and a couple hours later, I guess he brought it to his own mechanic, and his mechanic basically said, "Why the hell did you buy this lemon?" So he brought it back to the dealership thinking he could trade it back in, get him to buy it back. Basically, that's not how that works. You bought the car, we sell it as is.
So it was used?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was like an old,
it was an old Outback.
junker Outback. And he brought it back in. He's like, "Can you guys buy it back for me? This thing's just not going to get me through anything." And we're basically like, "Well, we sold it to you as is. We write it down as is. It's a tax tow. Get it out of here."
It's like pretty much the same thing as like if the dealership bought it off of you, or like kind of like a trade-in.
Basically, the only reason we take those crap cars like Jake's old car,
we made
get them
jokes
the
about
better
that.
payment on the car that they're trying to buy.
I made a joke about that when you sent it. I'm like, that was me driving my
Right
car
there
in for
with the
trade-in.
That thing was your car. It was a pain in everyone's asses.
Dude, literally, it
trying to
was
sell that
probably as bad, if not worse, than the car that he
thing.
bought.
Oh, probably. But people thought they saw, what was it, 2013 Subaru?
Mm-hmm.
People kept clicking on our website, calling. "Oh, is it good?" Nope. They used to
piece
get
of shit.
10 calls a day about it. And it sat
What
there
is with
forever.
people wanting the hatchback or the Outback Subarus?
It's just, I don't know.
I think Subaru's just popular in Utah.
It appeals to the wilderness, outdoorsy kind of thing, I guess.
I mean, get a SUV.
I would say just buy a Mazda, but
Right.
Yeah.
it's like Jake
Yeah.
did. But yeah, no. So he took it back. Didn't like it. We said we couldn't buy it back.
Said the N word when he drove
He
through.
definitely he did. He said, "Told y'all motherfuckers," and slammed the door, and then started saying stuff.
And then came back in to grab his jacket.
And he did come back to grab his jacket. That he did. He made sure he got that with him.
How long until he got arrested?
It was maybe 10 minutes, I think. I think is what they told me.
Hmm.
They came quick. I mean, they don't.
Sandy's
it's not a
police station is not that far. from
Yeah.
there, I
Plus,
don't
it doesn't take. When someone says someone just drove a car through my dealership, it's probably you probably need to get there pretty quick.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was stupid enough to buy a used car off of a dealership
That's
that
smoky.
doesn't do used
stupid
cars.
enough to buy a used Subaru.
Yeah.
That's blowing smoke.
And then there's a whole other thing. The fact that he took it on a test drive and it was smoking on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, I'll buy it. I should be able to get a refund, right?" No, it's a fucking car.
Well, and the whole thing about those
Get
ones
a
too, it would be
refund.
different because sometimes when you buy a nicer car,
Mm.
we can sometimes negotiate something, buy it back or something, blah blah blah.
Well,
That thing, we
warranty
just
at
wanted
very
it gone.
least. Yeah.
They just wanted it gone. So it wasn't one of those,
And those shits don't get warranty.
At that point, could he have said "fuck it" and like figured out whatever and gotten his money figured out and like bought a new car off you guys
Oh yeah.
and traded that one in
Oh yeah.
and like gotten credit?
There was a right way to
for
handle
that
that,
one?
and he just did not do it the right way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like he was just stuck with the car. He could have.
He could have done something.
Yeah, he could have 100%. I mean, he came in there kind
KSL?
of pissed off anyway, but
KSL is really nice.
find some nice
Dude,
ones.
also,
I mean, there's
bro-
nice ones on the lot anyway.
Then again, he's probably thinking, "Who the fuck, like my dumbass, buys a car that's smoking?" So
He was probably thinking, "I'm a
I
fucking
mean, probably.
idiot.
I mean,
saw the
some
smoke
people
coming."
think that they see something like that, and it's just a quick, easy fix.
yeah,
And 9 times out of 10, especially with older Subarus, not the case.
Boxer engines are fucking a pain in the ass to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why the fuck. I mean, like I literally went to Jiffy Lube one time, and one of the dudes told me, not for like a repair on my Subaru, but it was he was like telling me about the Boxer engines because I was having issues with it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh well, generally speaking, we have to just like take the engine out to do mostly anything on it because of how it's set up. The Boxer engine is fucking stupid."
It's the thing that's wild though is if you get up on those Bugattis and stuff,
Mhm.
some of those oil changes will run you some pretty hefty cash.
I mean, also
make
just
them
because they
pretty-
can.
Make them really hard to get in there though
Yeah.
too.
dude, you guys, I'll have to show you sometime. But like, the way my Ford's set up, it's like I don't even know how you would get to the, because you can see the battery and you can attach the positive.
Mhm.
But because I had to jump it one time, but the negative is so far tucked in there, you can't get a jumper in there. So there's a separate thing that's wired over here, and it like you can like attach it, or it's like a
They do that a lot now. It's to try and get space in the engine and stuff.
So how
Even like the new CX-90s and stuff, they have to run a weird thing around it because it's
So-
tucked in the back.
So say I need to fucking take my battery out and put a new one in. How the
It's
fuck am
be
I
a
gonna
pain in
do
your ass
that?
Is what it's gonna do.
How the fuck am I gonna do
It's
that?
gonna be a real pain in the ass. I mean, they basically nowadays they try to make everything so you have to go through a dealership.
Exactly.
So you have to pay someone to do it. And most of it, even some basic stuff, software updates and stuff, they gotta plug it into a computer they have. And
Exactly, dude. My Lexus, you would open it. The battery's right here.
Yeah.
It's right to your right, and you could detach it and everything, pull it out, put a new one in.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the front line. It's like right next to your fucking alternator.
Yeah.
It's like
They make everything a pain in the butt now. You can't do a basic oil change without a computer anymore.
well,
I would
Not
never
really,
do it
that's
myself
not- that's
anyways.
not-
Not gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I lease cars anyway, so everything's under warranty. I just take it to them for free. So
should we get into the would you rather's?
I'm done.
Which one would you rather hit first?
Oh, so segue. Yeah. What do we got? Half your height or half your weight?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be half?
Yeah.
Oh.
Half? You want to be half?
Would you rather be half your height or half your weight?
Oh, half your weight.
Oh, half weight.
Or
For you,
oh,
that
wait.
a different story, but.
no, it'd be it's supposed to be double. Would you rather be
Oh,
double
I was
your
gonna
height
say, I
or
was
double
like,
your
hello?
weight?
Well, I mean, actually, either way, as long as you're, like in your case, you wouldn't want to be half your weight because, no offense, you'd probably be dead, right?
He's gonna do back check.
Here's the thing, because if it's double your height, like I'd take double my height. Would I be like 7'4"?
Half your
5'7".
It's half. Would you rather be half your height or half or
Right.
double your weight? That's what it is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Half your height or double your weight.
Half your height or double your weight. Sorry.
Half my height.
Yeah. If I was double my weight, I couldn't walk.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It would not be a good story.
Even me, if I was double my weight, I'd be right up there at 300. So I don't.
I don't know. You might want
I
to
got
go.
some
You
good
might.
poundage on you too, so I would look. Yeah.
You might want to go with double your weight because half your height would suck. Can you lose weight?
What did you guys do? What did you do?
Yeah, are you able to lose weight?
What do we?
What are the stipulations?
We
on it?
gotta put some.
Because here's the thing,
ground
right?
rules.
Even if I can lose my weight, bro, I'm gonna be like bedridden type of fat if I'm double my
big time,
weight.
big
You know?
time.
So I can't. I have to do half my height. God, I don't know why that's so confusing, but
Yeah.
if you can lose weight, it might be impossible for me at that point.
You'd still, yeah.
But
Big boy.
you might want to go with double your weight, because then you can avoid being a small person.
You could still lose weight. Me and Jake would be fucked.
Yeah, 300 pounds is a manageable weight,
Yeah.
especially for someone that's 6 foot.
How manageable? Am I a defensive lineman that has muscle? Am I 62?
What I mean is like for me and Vincent, it's just like
We're cooked.
we're done for. We're just 1,000-pound life type shit, but not thousands of pounds.
Last time I weighed myself, I was 46.
I'd be pushing.
So you'd be 280. That's
so
not.
double your weight, right?
Yeah,
I'd be pushing 500 pounds.
280 is a very like. Because also they're not saying that you have to be fat, right? But there's no fucking possible way that I could be, pushing 500 and not be fat. But you could be 280 and just fucking jacked, because you're tall enough.
Yeah.
So
Technically.
that's my.
That makes the
So
BMI
that's
scale fraudulent.
that's the stipulation. I'm double my weight, but
You got choices
I've
of
it's
this.
doubled it in muscle weight. That's what it is.
Yeah. So you could you could be 3 foot or you could be overweight or jacked if
depending on the
that's
stipulation.
yeah.
See, because here's the thing: if I was 3 foot and my same, I don't think I'd be that. I'd still be heavier doing the double your weight rather than shrinking myself down to 3 feet and still being the same size.
Yeah, but you would be 3 foot tall is all I'm saying. That's like a really
3 foot.
So why are you guys fucking yourselves then?
because I'd be bedridden if I was double my weight, bruh. Couldn't do anything.
Double your weight, dog. That's why.
Fine, I'll take double weight.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, because if you double your weight, you're not that much heavier than I am currently, technically speaking.
No.
Just think about that for a
makes
second.
sense
And I'm
for you.
like, what? I'm like, what? I'm fucking how many inches shorter than you?
fucking.
I don't know how tall you are.
5'7".
Last I was like 6.5. 6'1". I don't know, depending on who weighs me.
So yeah, you're like a couple.
Depending on who weighs you.
Who
that's
weighs
how
me.
You are.
You're what, like you're fucking 60 pounds more than me in this scenario, plus the inches. It's not that bad.
No. It's not the worst.
How much did you weigh back in the fell off a roof, had to take medication days?
I got right over 2. I was like 201, 202, and then I
Yeah.
started going down after that.
Even
Like
then,
my
you
goal
weren't
weight, bro.
huge.
But I wasn't as tall as you are now.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
I
How
was
old was this?
2016, so
8 years ago.
15,
15
14.
or 14, yeah.
Yeah.
So you were like way younger. You were shorter, and it's still didn't even really look like you were obese or anything. And you were only 80 pounds off of this double your weight.
I think it was mostly water weight too.
Yeah, it was like it
Just
was
like
weird because it
retaining.
wasn't like you were flabbing around. It was like you just
I was
kind of looked like a Michelin man.
It like
almost.
swelled up. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Like a Michelin man.
Well, let's get into the next one.
Well, okay, we answered that question. He should take the weight. I don't know if he
Yeah, he
decided on that.
definitely should
Yeah,
take the
I'll
weight.
sure.
And then me and Vincent are forced to be small.
We're forced to be 3 foot.
Yeah.
Stronger than average or smarter than average?
Smarter. I think smarter goes a lot more. Lot way.
What way?
Goes a longer way.
How much smarter, how much stronger is the question, really? Because, I
I
mean,
mean,
like, obviously it's the same amount either way, but if you're, like, just above average, it really doesn't matter, really. And I think I would lean strength if it was slightly above average.
Well, I mean,
For
if
this
you could be-
situation, let's say significantly stronger than average or significantly smarter than average.
Significantly.
Like there's a big
Significantly smarter,
gap
yeah.
in each of them.
Because I can get muscle later.
Yeah.
If I'm still
Right.
smart.
I think I would only take significantly stronger if we were talking, like, just above average, because
Yeah.
it's like if you're just barely above average in intelligence, it's like, what does that
That
mean?
doesn't make any sense.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say I'm gonna pick smarter because how many people are stronger than I feel like there's more people that are stronger than people that have a lot of knowledge. But how true is that? Because there's a lot of smart people, but am I just not fucking around them, or you know
Well,
what
and
I
it's
mean?
also,
Like,
I mean, but like going, I'm assuming it would be going mainly off of IQ. Jesus. IQ, which, I mean,
Huge.
you got some
Huge.
people. You
Quentin Johnson reference.
IQ.
drop the ball again.
Drop the.
No, if it's going off of IQ, I mean, like, there's some people that have a good IQ, and you talk to them, they seem like they're fucking brain dead. You know, because they're just like books, nothing else.
Yeah.
So I don't really care about that. And I mean, I'm not saying strength is super cool, but yeah, but if we're going significantly, you got to take smarter.
Smarter. Yeah.
I think smarter in the sense that it's gonna get you
Farther.
more money.
Yeah.
If I'm talking money route, you'd want to be
You
smarter.
can just become a gym influencer.
How many fucking
Yeah,
gym,
but-
how many
I'm
people are
kidding,
gym
I'm
influencers?
Too many.
Way too many.
Way too many.
Fucking
Yeah, ironic because we're doing a podcast. How many people
How
do
many
a
people do a
podcast?
podcast?
but how many people podcasts are
Funny.
How many
funny
how many-
like ours?
Yeah, for real. How many people drop a huge reference?
Nobody.
Just
Except
us
for-
and the fantasy footballers.
Us and the footballers, and the footballers make a lot of money.
Yeah, it's our time now.
Amazon bought them actually recently.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
pretty sure.
and I would just like to say Christmas Eve. Oh, we already said that. Because today you mentioned today's Christmas Adam.
The
Mhm.
eve of Eve.
Adam
And
Eve. Anyways,
Good one, Jake. It was real
It's
good.
not a fucking
You
joke.
dropped that.
It's just how it
Just
is.
had to flex the
Elf.
knowledge on that.
it's not a fucking joke.
Oh, yeah, the Grinch. When me and Nick went to go pick up those scooters in Ogden, we saw a guy on a Harley Davidson dressed up as the Grinch completely.
What a prick.
Bruh.
Why would you dress up as the Grinch?
I don't know if I showed you guys this, but
Dude,
or sent it
it's
to
a
you.
huge thing now.
But I saw the Jazz Bear on his bike strolling down First Avenue when I was working Spin Mouse.
Wow.
Why was he in the avenues?
I don't know. I saved it
Just-
though. I'll show you.
What
hanging
business does the bear have in the avenues?
He's got big business out there.
I don't know.
Recruiting
He was,
the next
he
top
was
talent.
coming from
Yeah.
the avenues. I don't know, man.
Also, the fact that, yeah, I've seen him on his motorcycle before. He drives it in costume is insane. How do you see?
Homie's just whipping around.
It's the purple
Does
bike
he-
and everything.
Does
man.
he live in the avenues? He just puts the shit
He just
on the
puts
way to
shit on the way to
work.
work. Make sure nobody knows who he is.
See the mean stack I got today? Part 5.
Damn.
41.
41 in that bitch.
I wrote on the whiteboard in Van.
Future
1 a
shift
lot.
lead in training.
It was all
So
DJ
Peter,
Khaled.
did you leave Peter Veacher in
Yeah, I did. But all mine were DJ Khaled lines. Mine was like they wanted 60 rebalances, so we gave him 60 rebalances. And then the other one was
Dude.
like, I call her Van 1.
No one's gonna
Color
get.
man, what?
No one's gonna get the 60 rebalances reference. Or come back. What are they talking? Is he being insubordinate?
Yeah. No, they're gonna think I'm like shitting on him.
Yeah.
That's all anyone uses the
You're gonna
whiteboard
get
for. I
written
didn't
up.
even write down
Get written up, dude.
On the paper is gonna say DJ Khaled reference.
Yeah.
insubordinate.
There was a guy that used to work before I came on that was like flexing his stats or something.
What do
Way
you
back
mean?
when.
Flexing his
Like it
stats.
going in Slack and saying it.
Oh.
He's like, I did this many. I'd like to see you guys hit this number or something like that. Nick was telling me about
Oh my God! Yeah, what was his name? Little Asian dude.
Real quick, too, what happened to fucking that penguin guy? Penguino.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gonzo.
Little Asian dude. I feel like he had a name that was like really common, like Adam or something.
That couldn't have been Adam. How many Adams?
It was maybe Ethan. Ethan. I don't fucking know.
Well, we had 2 Adams working for us for a little while.
So there's a third Adam?
I don't think there was a third one, but this is also before their time.
There's Hinsey.
Hinsey?
Huge?
Adam
Adam
Huge?
Grave. Adam Grave.
Adam
I don't
Grave.
remember his
That's
Adam.
what everyone knows him by. Adam
What's
Grave.
the other
Grave
Adam?
Adam and I
Dead
forgot
air.
his last name.
What shift?
My shift.
Oh yeah. The gay dude.
Yeah,
Gay Hispanic dude.
yeah. Cool guy, really cool guy.
Yeah.
Huge.
I wish he was still working for us.
Hey, I don't even know what his last name is.
But
If you
Yeah,
said it,
I
it wouldn't have
forgot.
jogged my memory.
Let's just fucking expend it. Let's just use our last one. Would you rather lose a thumb or have a headache every day forever?
are we gonna get into this argument again?
I mean, that was the point of the question. We kind of just squandered it. But yeah, headache every day.
That's ridiculous. One and done.
Vincent doesn't.
One and
Vincent
done.
doesn't understand that I live with a headache all the time, most of the
Okay,
time.
then you're one that would ever do that then.
Well, that's what I choose.
A
You're
headache
asking
every
me,
day?
not asking you to answer for me.
Here's the what's
Still
the,
wild.
Let's
Why do you have a
let's-
headache every day? What are you
Let's
doing?
talk about it. Does
Brain tumor, maybe.
do
Who
you
knows?
just get one headache every day and you have to like calm it down, or is it just you have a fucking headache?
Doesn't make a difference for my answer because I
That's-
have it constantly almost.
That
If
even
you have a
doesn't-
headache all day,
that doesn't make a difference.
I'm cutting a thumb off.
If I have a headache
If I have
that
one,
lasts
if
like
I wake up in the morning, it's like 20 minutes.
an hour,
An hour or something like that. I'll live with that.
you need a
I'll
fucking
keep my
caffeine or something.
I'll be able to work my job.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, dude.
Every time that I work, until I take a nap, I have a headache. So
What are
it's
you doing?
basically the whole
Are you
day.
drinking water or something?
Yeah, I'm drinking water. I hate that people say that to me every time I have a headache.
Well, there's something causing a headache here.
Brain tumor. I don't
if you
know.
think it's a brain tumor, you must look at scan.
Sinuses. Who knows?
So you'd rather have a headache every day,
Well, because that's my life already.
and then you would rather have a headache every day.
Well, I'd rather have if it's all day. I'm cutting the thumb off.
Let's
Set the ground rules here.
Is it 2 hours? You get it every day, right at noon for until 2.
half day, half the day, half of the awake day, you have a headache.
So about 6 hours. You have
Yeah.
a headache.
Gosh. For 6 hours?
Is it right in the morning or at night?
Just whenever you
It
wake
has to
up
be.
6 hours?
All it has. I don't really. I don't know if it matters when, but you just have to be awake for the full time you have the.
They can
headache.
hit at any point just for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I still might cut off one of my thumbs.
Really?
The headaches are.
Listen, I work 10-hour
Hell.
shifts, so I guaranteed 4 days out of the week have a headache for 10 hours. So
Well, imagine not being able to play box. And
what
get
do
it.
you mean? Like
well,
with
they
a
have
headache?
those new controllers that you can do weird stuff on.
You just get the paddles, you know. Oh well, I guess that doesn't do the joystick, huh? That's the main problem.
That's true, the paddles would help with the
I
buttons,
don't get
though.
on Xbox when I have a headache though. So if I have a headache for like 6 hours,
I get on. Okay, I thought you brought that up. I get on Xbox with a headache and I play with a headache 90% of the time.
I mean, yeah.
And
See,
if
and you
I
have
get
to
it-
Explain
have
your
thumbs.
brain isn't on there right.
Here's the thing: if I get on and I don't have a headache 9 times out of 10, by the time I'm done, I have a headache.
So Jake's just living this would you rather question.
So
Yeah.
you're stuck in this. You actually. Yeah.
Except he
screwed.
has thumbs.
Well, what do you, Kai? You haven't answered.
Probably a headache. I just don't want to lose a limb or a body part.
It's not a limb.
A limb would be your arm or a leg, but
Would you rather lose your arm or have a headache?
it's part of your limb. I don't want to lose a part of my, especially a thumb. If it's like a pinky, fuck a pinky. But like
Fuck a pinky, dude.
That's an easy
No,
one.
dude.
I would
you
even
never wear a
take that.
pinky ring.
yeah,
I would take the pinky because who gives a shit?
No, you
exactly.
don't wear
But a
pinky
thumb,
rings,
dude.
Bruno Mars, you can't relate, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Put your pinky rings up to the moon.
A thumb, you're gonna be like a fucking.
He doesn't. Yeah, and Bruno doesn't say put your thumb to the moon, so maybe I just get rid of the thumb.
Put your fucking thumbs up to the
We
moon.
live based off of what Bruno Mars says.
Yeah,
in
if
the
he
song.
if he says something about a thumb, then I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe he has a song called Thumbs Up.
thumbs up to the moon,
Put your thumbs up to the moon.
then you have to keep it.
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
34-0. What a
Speaking of huge-
competition from the Saints.
Speaking of huge,
He's never being on my fantasy team ever again.
we're gonna talk about red zone. We're gonna talk about red zone.
how they changed the name, or how did they change the name? They changed the saying at the beginning.
Yeah, and it was one of like the most recognizable
I
sayings.
used to love hearing 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now, and now it's 7 hours of red zone football.
And they hiked the fucking price on the fucking YouTube TV. You guys didn't hear about that? It's a price hike on YouTube TV too.
Oh my god.
How much? By how much?
I'm not sure, but I know for sure they do.
You're
This
paying
is,
it.
dude. It's happening. It's happening with fucking everything. You know what's fucking crazy is like, I'm sure you guys heard about it, but Netflix. You know how they like changed all their shit and you can't like do it at different houses or whatever. The amount to allow one other household on like a different IP address or whatever the fuck.
Well,
however
can't
they
you
do it.
email somebody and have them approve it or something? Because I thought they had because there were
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
they'll
holes.
catch on. They can ban your account.
Oh yeah, because there were a lot of holes that people when they first announced it that you could kind of get around. Or,
Yeah.
like because if you're paying for it and your kid goes off to college, you don't want your kid to go out there and pay. So there were some loopholes that you could do or something.
That's the thing, though. Is you're gonna. I heard something about them like trying to ban people for abusing it or whatever. But anyways, if you wanted to go back to how Netflix was and you wanted to let people use it at different houses, my subscription to Netflix is what like $8 a month or something like that. To just let one other person on a different IP address use it at the same time as me, $25 fucking a month.
That's
Compared to
ridiculous.
$8.
It's
Yeah.
not even double. Double might have made sense, but
What? How much is that? That's like
It doesn't even make me want to
Almost
put
triple.
put my hands up to the moon anymore.
hands up. Now we're putting our hands up to the moon.
What's the original
But
one?
Pinky rings up.
pinky finger.
It says pinky rings
No,
up to
he
the
says,
moon.
he says, put your pinky finger to the
That is not
moon.
what it says at all.
I'm
fact checking.
Okay, yeah, go fact check it.
I'm fact checking you. By the way, Oklahoma City Thunder just won.
You're going to see that I'm fucking right because I'm a Bruno man.
This game's terrible. Terrible.
Big Bruno guy. What song is that again?
24
24 Karat Magic.
karat
I don't want it to
magic
accidentally play and get
in
you
the
copyrighted.
air.
Let's see here. Where is it?
Watch me break it down like.
Is Bruno Mars? Is that
24
Jukebox?
karat.
It's not that one, but is he the one that had jukebox?
Not Jukebox Hero, that's not what we're talking about.
No.
But like the one with the
Jukebox.
gorilla. Yeah, yeah.
What? Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Get fact checked.
Who the fuck wears
And
a
here
pinky
here
ring?
You were like a week ago saying I couldn't win an argument.
I didn't say that. I never said
You
that.
did. That came out of your
When
mouth.
did- when?
In
What-
the
what-
chat, when we were arguing, and I called your ring fraud and stuff.
Oh,
and you
would
said
you rather-
you can
yeah.
never win an argument.
Yeah. Work out to
What
that.
I said,
down.
no. What I said was, I said you pulling out the straw man's when you can't win an argument. That's what I said.
No,
I didn't say you can't win an argument.
Regardless,
We're not bringing that shit up.
He
We're good.
he didn't say that, dude.
I'm sorry.
Misquote me.
Sorry.
I'm fucking out. I'm leaving.
Even
Oh,
though
get out
Hugh
then.
just fact checked him.
I'm gonna send Cuge after you.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? Not catch a ball
He's
at
gonna
me?
fumble the knife.
He's gonna come up to me and not catch a ball.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna do. He sucks at football.
Perfect dime to the chest.
I hate Huge. He's just a waste of targets for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Pass it to Palmer. Honestly, he is fucking.
Hashtag pass the Palmer.
Pass
we
the
need to start that trend.
You know the footballers mention that too.
Hashtag pass the Palmer.
But going back to the fucking topic, it's fucking ridiculous how quickly shit like with the subscription costs and commercials, it's just getting worse exponentially right now. It's crazy.
No. But somehow it's still cheaper than cable.
Cable's just always been ridiculous.
Yeah. We switched everything. We don't have cable anymore. We're
Yeah,
completely Hulu
me
Live
either.
TV, Disney Plus, saving.
Why would you even need cable, bro? You get commercials even on you get commercials everywhere now. So it's basically this. I guess it's basically the same thing.
And you could also cancel subscriptions when you like don't have a lot of shows on it. Like you finish watching the show you got it for, you're done.
Yeah.
There's a lot more freedom with that, at least.
Can't say I've ever done that. Just bought a subscription.
I don't think I bought a subscription.
I
just to
did
watch
that.
one show.
I did that with Amazon when I was watching The Boys. Because I had like basically nothing else at the time that I wanted to watch on it. So I finished watching the season, canceled my subscription until I came out with another one.
For some reason, The Boys never piqued my interest.
I don't know what it is.
Who's in that one?
No one
I don't think
noteworthy,
I don't
really.
know
Anthony Starr, but you would only know him if you watched it. So
What's the one with I swear to God, like Vince Vaughn just did one on Prime or something.
Vince Vaughn's not in
Everybody's
The
doing
Boys.
stuff on Prime anymore.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna try to find it.
But yeah, no, with The Boys, I don't know what happened, but I don't even care to watch the new season.
I kept seeing clips on TikTok and stuff. It just never piqued my interest.
It's good and everything, but for some reason I'm like, I don't even remember how the last season ended, so I don't really even care about the new season. Usually if there's a show I like, I'll remember it to a certain extent, to the point where, even if they take forever to come out with a new season, they take like 2 years, I'll watch it. Yeah. But with The Boys, I just don't care.
That's my beef with Invincible. Did you ever watch Invincible?
Mm-hmm.
That one, they take forever to come out with a new season.
See, I like Invincible. If they do fucking come out with one, in the next decade, I'll watch it.
I do like, though, when I can go back and watch a show that was already all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing I really liked about Suits, is that it was already all the way out, and I could go through and watch every episode. And
whenever you want. You don't have to fucking wait. Yeah, I prefer that. Sometimes I'll literally, when a new show comes out or something, I'll just wait and wait to watch it just for that reason.
Yeah, I did. I like being able to watch The Office all the way through when I did.
Whatever. I don't want to find it.
And stuff. I like watching those older ones that are already out.
Everybody loves Raymond.
And stuff.
Just kidding.
Dude, I fell asleep to that the other day.
Raymond?
Yeah.
I thought you were watching King of Queens.
Well, I just put it on because I didn't want to fall asleep to King of Queens.
Oh, because you were like actually kind of watching it?
That's the one with Kevin James,
I was trying to go
right?
to bed. I didn't really want to watch it.
King of Queens is the one with Kevin James.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Leah Remini or Remini.
So I switched from King of Queens to Raymond because I've already seen it. So, anyways, the fucking laugh track is so non-stop on that show. Dude.
On Raymond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to turn the TV off. I was like, no, I'm not.
No, I noticed that, because King of Queens, it's kind of a lot with that, but Raymond is so much worse. Have you watched either of those?
No.
They just crank it up in Raymond or something. I don't know what it is.
It's constant.
It's hard for me to sit down now and watch a whole new show. I don't know what it is.
I go through phases with it. I go YouTube TV show movies.
I can't do YouTube
You can't?
anymore. I can't really. There's no YouTubers that I really pique my interest anymore.
Yeah, it's been dry.
You kind of have to have the laugh track be calm for the regular characters, like it is for Kevin James and what's the wife's name?
Leah Remini.
Exactly. But in Raymond, it's all the time. So when the brother comes in Raymond, or the parents,
and
the
the
side
dad
character,
and the mom.
exactly. When the side characters come in, it's not as special of a laugh track, or they don't. Yeah. The laugh doesn't hit as much because you've been playing the laugh track the same. The whole
it's just
time.
constant. Fucking little brother walks in. Oh, I'm a cop. Oh, and then it goes off.
Exactly. But when the old guy comes in for King of Queens, the father.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Jerry Stiller.
Yeah. Arthur.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be.
R.I.P. By the way.
You know it's gonna be a good joke. You know the laugh track's gonna actually be a where it's gonna be needed because it's actually gonna be a good joke.
Genuinely, I think probably Jerry Stiller's the funniest in King of Queens.
He's way funnier than his son, that's for sure.
Yeah, then Ben.
They play off of him so well, dude.
Ben has a couple good movies. Other than that, it's.
Here's the thing, dude. Ben Stiller, he does a lot of shit.
Oh, is that actually? They're actually.
Movies.
That's his dad.
That's his dad.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yep.
But dude, I will say this: Ben Stiller, in some shows and movies, is so funny, and then sometimes it's
I think Zoolander is good with him.
Yeah,
I think that's funny. But I'm just a lot
Tropic
of the other
Thunder.
stuff I watch. Tropic Thunder.
See, but those are all old. You get to the point where it's it's just the new age. It's just ruining everything. New movies, the shit The Rock puts out. Like,
What was that the Santa movie they just came out with him?
Red
Red
One.
One.
Apparently that thing
Dude,
tanked.
$240 million budget on that fucking movie.
That's ridiculous.
I'd
It had a good cast. It just bombed apparently. I didn't watch it.
How they get fucking, what's his name? Captain America,
Chris Evans.
The Rock, and fucking,
Get
me Spider-Man. What's his name?
J.K. Simmons. Yeah.
How you get those three in a movie? And they had other people, too, that were noteworthy, I'm pretty sure. And it was just fucking, it was horrible. It was
I didn't
not
even
good
watch
at
it.
all.
I just heard that it was.
I didn't finish it. I watched it, didn't finish it. Oh my god, dude!
It was
How do you
bad.
fuck
Well,
up?
especially
so
because I
bad?
feel like Netflix put it.
I will say this:
I feel like Netflix puts out a lot of really bad movies too.
Netflix butchers everything that you expect to be good.
You know, one
That's
show
what
I
they
really
do.
liked back in the day was Full House, and they did that remake of
Oh
it,
my
Fuller
God.
House. I thought that show was horrible. I
mean,
couldn't watch it.
Are we surprised though?
I mean, not really, but I don't know. Just
You know what it is too? It's because I think TV, that's where cable actually did help back in the day before all these subscriptions, because people would tune in the same time the same day every week at the same time for their specific show.
Yeah, there was
so that's
like
what
no
made it.
spoiling. You were seeing it at the same time.
So that's what made it popular. Yeah, or you could record it like you said. Yeah.
yeah.
So it made the TV series like more of like a, and that's
community
why
thing.
that's why it ran for longer. Like these fucking like Seinfeld and Raymond, like 9 seasons, 10 seasons. Everything now just gets signed for 2 seasons, and then they don't. It doesn't end up doing well, so they don't run for longer. So it's just
because
a
Netflix likes to butcher things.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Netflix just butchers everything that you think is gonna be good, and then they have like random things.
Well,
that are
granted,
really
even
good.
when they said that Fuller House was coming out, I was like, that's not gonna be.
Did
good.
you guys
I
see
could
the?
tell. I was
you have
like-
to try and see, but it's
I just don't like remakes of good stuff.
Did you guys see the Space Force one with the?
with Steve Carell.
That I liked that one.
I like that, but
I
that
watched
was
the
a
first,
kind
like,
of a
2
random
episodes
one.
of it.
though.
Random.
It was a random one.
2 seasons.
I'm
gone.
saying like when there's hyped up shit or like like a remake or something that you might think is gonna be good, it's never good. And then they got that random fuck shit. You're like, oh, what's this? And then it's like actually good.
I know I mentioned iCarly before. Same thing with iCarly. They had their
They did the
reboot.
reboot, yeah.
Reboot was fucking
I heard
terrible.
it was
Don't
not good.
reboot fucking and then Frasier. I know neither of you guys really watch Frasier. They rebooted that, horrible, but that was Paramount.
Yeah.
Fucking trash.
Oh, and then Disney bought Star Wars and butchered the last 3 movies. Rogue One was alright, but the actual last 3.
They're like, oh, people are just gonna love us because of what we did.
Well, you
it's
just
like, well, you
slap
gotta
Star Wars on
you,
anything.
You
and
gotta
you're gonna
keep
make millions.
doing what you were doing before. You can't just fucking change everything and be like, oh, people are just gonna love us for us.
Well, yeah. People talk about how bad the writing is in the last 3 Star Wars too.
It's because they're like, okay, well, this
They're
is
lazy.
money. This is money. We'll make money off of it.
Well, you slap Star Wars on anything, you just made millions.
It's kind
That's
of
the thing.
It's
I
the
think,
same thing with all
honestly-
these reboots. It is.
Yeah, with the reboots, it's like they're not even trying to make a good show. They're just trying to get the people that like Full House to come watch
Exactly.
Fuller House.
It's the name. It's the branding.
because
Yeah.
it's so bad.
Yeah.
And they don't even have, like, half the cast isn't even on it all the time. Every now and then you'll get a appearance from one of the original guys, John Stamos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
You get cameos.
and then
of the
what's
characters
his
that were in the
face
show.
died too before.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, Bob Saget.
Mhm.
Yeah, before they could even. I don't even know if they're still making that show. I hope not.
Also, Bob Saget, low key, whack as shit. Like I found out that he was like doing weird shit after he died.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He was not even like doing weird shit, but he was making some very like past the point of edgy to the point of. Why are you saying that?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it wasn't like, oh, this is too edgy for me type of shit. It's like, why are you? Was that Joe?
You don't got to pull out the score, man. I know
Bro,
you
Christian Watson every week. I don't even know why.
Doesn't matter. You already beat me.
Hey,
Every week he's projected 10 or 11 points. He doesn't do anything.
hey,
He never does shit.
he had you in the playoffs. He redeemed himself, kind of. He got 13.
Hey, everything that matters on our fantasy league.
The
Sean
one-
Garrick is not going to be in the championship game.
I hope you're watching or listening, Sean.
38 minutes
That's the
in.
best part about it. We're gonna
At-
have
at
a first-time
Harmon's.
champion. We're gonna have Nick or Zach.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a first-time champion. I'm fine with that. I would have liked to beat you anyway, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Can we?
Especially after our argument. but
Yeah.
Right here, right now.
That was stressing me out. After our argument, I'm like, I have to fucking win now.
You won, yeah. You
Right.
won off of an onside kick, dude.
Literally, no, dude. I was so.
That was a close one.
I was
That
having a
close.
panic attack. I called him pretty soon after, and he was like telling me to breathe.
Yeah, Jake was hyperventilating.
I was also making my bed, and since I'm fat, I breathe when I do anything.
Right here, right now, no not stereotypes. No fucking what's it called? Biased
No bias.
as to which person you like better. Obviously, we don't really care. We're just all friends. Who do you think has the better team? Who do you think is going to win next week?
Versus Nick and Zach.
Yes.
I want Nick to win. I want
Same
Nick to win
here.
just strictly for the reason that
Who has the better team?
I think
Who
Nick
is
has a better
competing?
team.
You think Nick
I
has
think
a
Nick
better
has a better team.
Let me look at it. I will say this. Despite
But
the fact
Zach's
that
on a generational run right now. Zach's been dropping a good amount of points.
Despite the fact that Jonathan Taylor just went the fuck off, he's been so shit most of the year. Like,
Well,
you know,
the thing that bugs me the most is just how he goes from last in the league for 2 years running and then just right there in the championship, you know? You got to be like the
so
Lions.
Zach's lineup, we got Lamar Jackson, James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Zay Flowers, CeeDee Lamb, Brock Bowers, Terry McLaurin. That's pretty fucking lethal other than Jonathan Taylor besides this week.
Okay,
I'm not super high on Zay Flowers.
Yeah, and James Cook could have a bad game.
Is Hurts playing next week?
He had a concussion.
He had a concussion, so there's a good chance he does, but
Jones, Mixon, Jefferson, Thomas, Jr.
Brian Thomas has been really good lately.
Also, Zach, it's no offense to you. I
Sutton
want Nick
is
to
the-
win because he's already made the championship.
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
But
Your time will come, Zach. Your time will come.
here's the thing. Okay, if Jalen Hurts doesn't play, Zach is who I would say would win. If Jalen Hurts does play,
Both teams
I
are
have
healthy.
to think about it.
Yeah, both teams are healthy. I'm taking Nick.
I might give
I
Zach
think
the
I
edge.
think the difference is also Zach having Brock Bowers in comparison to Hunter Henry. It's not like Henry's a bad tight end, but like
Well, is Hunter Henry his for sure starter, or is
It's
Dalton
between him and
Kincaid?
Kincaid, and it's really the same difference, honestly, to me.
and then Sutton and who does Zach have in his flex?
McLaurin.
Those are pretty even, I would say.
Here's the thing. I'm giving
Especially
Zach
for the
the
new
edge.
quarterback in Denver.
I'm
yeah.
giving Zach the edge simply because of it's very possible for CeeDee Lamb to get 30 points, and it's very possible for Terry McLaurin to get 25.
Same with Jefferson, Jay Jettas, and fucking what's his name?
Oh, yeah, Jay Jettis is
yeah,
one of those guys that
Brian-
could just drop
And
40
Cook,
at
I
any
forget.
James Cook.
No.
James Cook too, because he'll get everything pretty much. that
Jettas
Josh
and
Allen doesn't.
Brian Thomas. Who's his rank? Mixon and
Mixon and
Was it not just James Cook?
I'm talking
No,
about
that was
I'm talking about
Zach's.
Nick's team.
Joe Mixon and
Aaron
Aaron
Jones. I don't know. It's pretty
Brian
fucking
Thomas
close.
Jr. had 28, but he's not going to do that every week.
Brian Thomas is doing pretty good.
He's
Ever
getting
since Mac
targeted
Jones
out
got
the
put in there,
ass.
he is getting targeted.
Um,
And he's also one of those guys again that can get like a random 60-yard touchdown out of nowhere and just save his fantasy day.
this is what I'll say. I haven't looked. I bet you Zach's projection's higher,
Yeah,
but I
Zach's,
think
Zach's projected 130. Nick's projected
I think he's higher. I think he's 131. Maybe I'm tripping balls.
34.
oh
Ooh,
wow,
whoa, that was higher
that's
than
a
I
really
thought.
fucking high one. I guess I'll give it to Nick because I think that
Switching up after seeing the
Yeah.
projections.
I think well the projections and also I was talking about like McLaurin and CeeDee going off. Nick has people that could go off very easily. And
Does it
also-
matter
I
that
feel like
does
that-
it matter that Mixon's going against Baltimore's run defense,
Not
Or
really.
is there any bad
or
defenses?
Jay Jett is going up against Green Bay?
Jay Jettis he's matchup proof.
That's true.
Jettis is not going to get clamped by fucking giant
There's
Alexander.
a couple guys that are just matchup proof. It doesn't
That's
matter who
true.
they play.
Let's
Yeah,
see who Zach's
Alexander
matchup
can't do
against.
shit against Jettis.
Like Alexander Madison. I'm just kidding.
The
Alexander
only thing
Madison
that
is
Zach has to
matchup
worry
proof.
about is probably James Cook against the New York Jets, but even that's like I don't even worry. We wouldn't even need to worry about that really.
Yeah.
Or CeeDee Lamb against Philadelphia. Maybe.
CeeDee Lamb with a good quarterback is matchup proof, but I think they could get to Cooper Rush too much.
I don't know. I feel like Zach's got a much higher likelihood of players busting than Nick overall.
I feel like Nick has enough matchup proof guys that he'll live.
Like Aaron Jones, Joe Mixon should be fine. Jettis obviously be fine. Brian Thomas getting target out the ass. If that continues, he'll be fine. Cortland Sutton's the only fucking
Well,
pass option on the team.
Jags have literally nobody to throw to.
Yeah, same with Jack.
Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson are pretty much the same thing.
Lamar Jackson's better, but
Who averages more average points? Because there's a bet between those two.
Lamar Jackson's better in
fantasy.
fantasy than tush push fucking.
Yes, no, he's
this year he's putting up unreal numbers.
I don't know if it's still this way, but I remember the fantasy footballers said last week. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same. He is the highest scoring player in fantasy, and it might have changed because of Josh Allen's run, but he was recently the highest scoring out of any position this year in fantasy.
Well, it's not to say it's like easier for quarterbacks to do that, but they just have more opportunity to do that.
Right.
Well, rushing quarterbacks obviously have a better, higher ceiling than like someone like C.J. Stroud or something.
Well, and also the thing that kind of fucks Jalen Hurts in this scenario is Saquon Barkley.
True.
You know, like what I mean.
So
Ravens
so you're saying Zach has the edge there on the quarterback at least.
yeah.
But it's not that big of an
It's
edge.
not
If
huge.
Hurts plays, if Hurts doesn't play, that's a big blow for Nick. Dude.
If Hurts doesn't play, he might just fucking be screwed, honestly, because
Who can he stream off the waiver? Let's look at
Well,
like
that.
doesn't he,
Drake
I think he
May.
has somebody on his team already.
does he?
No quarterback.
Uh-oh.
Drake May was at the top last I checked.
Didn't Sean drop Bo Nix?
Yeah, but he's been shit. I don't even know if you would want to, like the last few weeks.
Can you see what they're projected next week?
No.
But I mean, it's not gonna be too far.
It's Caleb
off.
Williams, Tua, Bo Nix, Drake May.
I mean, I guess it's not horrible, but it's not anywhere close to Hurts or Lamar Jackson.
No,
so.
I mean, Hurts is one of those guys that can get you 35 casually.
Yeah.
I'll drop Jaden Daniels for him if he wants him.
You can stream Russ. Sorry.
Like
Stream
streaming Russ, baby.
Especially stream him if Pickens isn't playing.
Yeah, dude.
All
All
right. I
right.
forget the Pickens been out for a long time.
Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
It flew
Thanks
by.
for having me.
Of course it did. It always flies by. My ass hurts.
Thanks for adding that one in.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I have the bony ass. Shouldn't my ass?
I got too much fat squished up under the weight of my, unbearably heavy torso. It, gets like a...
It's not that bad, dude.
That's how I'm feeling about it.
That's not.
I can't stop thinking about that. And this is just like an inside comment before we leave. I don't think
mention what we said over here, don't even.
it's some like cute fat stomach kiss. That
was Jake that said that, by the way.
I did not.
It was Jake.
I
It
did
came out
not.
of Jake's
I
mouth.
did not. All right. Well,
I didn't say cute either.
what'd you say?
Hot.
Hot. Like that's any
Didn't
better.
come out of his mouth.
Like that's any better. Hot and cute are pretty much the same thing.
Like a good old cute, hot stomach kiss.
I didn't say shit about cute, bruh. And also, it was a joke. I don't want to kiss any stomach, especially not a hairy man's stomach.
Well, now you implied that we were talking about a hairy man.
Well,
that
'cause
was not
that's-
mentioned at all.
That's what it was.
That was. You could have gone. You could have gone through without that.
You could have said hairy girl's stomach.
You could have just left it at that.
That's not much better than a hairy guy's stomach.
Jesus Christ.
Is it sweaty?
Gender.
Does it
It's
it
just
sweat
hot.
though?
It's just hot. It's not sweat.
Hot, sweaty stomach.
Is it July or is it
He's got his
December?
vest on for the day, sweating.
All right, we're outie.
Appreciate
Peace.
you guys having me.
Peace, Cuge.
It was good.
Dap me. Dude, subscribe. A lot of you listeners are like not subscribed. Does it light
Did
up?
it light up? Hit the like button. Did it light up?
See ya.
Hit my comment button.
Good God, man.